working with efficiency and working hard. This is something today that I'm going to be breaking down and showing you guys the pros and the cons to both of them. As you guys have seen in my previous videos, I broke down the meaning behind perfection, behind insanity and time. Today it's going to be both working hard and working efficiently. So I'm actually going to bring up the definitions again in terms of what they both mean and what the difference is, right? Because it's important that you guys understand the difference between hard work and efficient work. So as you guys are going to see in a second and going to hear, what is the difference of hard work, right? Working hard means putting in a lot of effort, focus and time in doing a task well, which is good, right? A lot of people work hard. This is how you get a lot of things done. It's almost like with time when I say that it's the top 3 most important things when it comes to success. But what you guys need to understand is you can work hard and still get 0 results, still get nothing done. For an example, you could go to the gym 5 days a week, but you could still see no results within your physique. You could eat the correct foods and still see no results. You can work on a certain business and still make no money. This is what happens a lot with a lot of people. I've had a lot of people, when it comes to me helping people make money online like I do, sort of come to me and say, look, they're putting in so much work and seeing nothing from it. And then I ask them why, and they're giving me the whole reason behind why they're not seeing any results. And that's going to come down into the definition of efficient work, which I believe everyone should understand the difference and start to implement into their life. Now, what is the definition of working efficiently? Working efficiently means maximizing output whilst minimizing the waste of time, effort and resources. It relies on smart planning, clear priorities and focused on execution rather than just working longer hours. Now, reason why this is very important, boys, if just bring the camera up a little bit. Why this is important for you guys to understand is because you have to focus on real results. You have to focus on the stem of the problem, which is actually going to change things. For example, when it comes to business, you have to focus on mastering the skill before you focus on making any sort of money. When it comes to the gym, you have to focus on the technique of how you're training, the sort of aspects of what you're training with in order to see results. In terms of eating correct foods, you have to make sure you understand the stem and what the foods actually provide with the vitamins and nutrients, etc., right? It comes to understanding the main source of the problem and working on it. Like it says as well, it's focus on the execution, focusing on what actually is going to take for you to actually see the results. A lot of people think, all right, they're just going to work as many hours as they can and it means that they're doing a lot of things. For me, when it comes to my business, I work for about 4 to 5 hours and I see a lot more results than someone that probably works 10 hours a day because I'm working with efficiency. You guys need to understand what efficiency is and what just hard work is and sort of not seeing anything from it. Multiple people nowadays think working hard is going to get them somewhere with no actual goal, no actual purpose, no actual problem solving. Because that's where it is when it comes to success and comes to seeing results of what you're doing. Seeing results is about problem solving, understanding what the main source of the problem, that stem of the seed, where you guys actually have to pursue it and actually try and change the aspects of what's going on. You guys need to understand this. You guys need to work with efficiency. You don't need to go to the gym every single day doing the wrong things. Again, it almost comes into my video that I spoke about yesterday in terms of insanity. If you're doing things over and over again and seeing no results, that's when you're an insane person. You need to understand a lot of you are working hard. A lot of you are putting in the hours, but it's not about putting in the hours. It's about solving the stem of the problem and actually trying to find the results from what you're doing. You guys need to realize this. You guys need to use your brains. You guys need to understand that success is problem solving. Finding your way out, that stagnation, that staying still is problem solving. Finding the root of the problem and trying to almost kite out and change what you're doing. You guys need to understand this. So again, this video is about you guys understanding the difference. There's working hard, there's hard work, and there's working efficiently. Now, let me show you guys the difference between the both. Right, it's going to be exactly what I've just told you guys, but it's going to be good for me to actually show you guys what is the difference between working efficiently and hard work. Once you start to understand this, I promise you, you'll make so much money. You'll become so much successful. Working efficiently means using smart strategies to get good results with less time and energy, whilst hard work means spending long hours and heavy physical or mental effort to finish a task. What did I just tell you guys? Strategies with what you do. Working efficiently means that you're finding that way, you're finding that unique style, that strategy that's actually going to change what you're doing. Where working hard, you're just thinking about putting in long hours because it sounds good to the ear. It sounds good when you tell someone, I've worked for a full day today. I've not slept tonight because I've been working. But have you really been working? Have you really been trying to solve the problem that you've been looking at for a while? Have you really? You got to ask yourself these questions, boys. You got to understand the difference between working hard and working efficiently. But yeah, video today. Like, comment, subscribe. Videos pump and dumping every single time. Notice a different, boys. You will see success. Take care, everyone.